guys, welcome back and thanks for joining me. I'm going to tell you a wee dark olive pattern. So the hook and the vise is a Camazon B175 in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use to tie the fly is the, get it right in the right way, uni thread 80 in black. So I'm just going to come in, I'm going to start just a wee bit back from the other hook. I'm just going to run a bit of thread down until I'm past the point of the hook, and then remove the waist tag. Now the tail's in two parts. The first part, you're looking some dyed hot orange tippet fibres. Now this is traditionally a wee early season pattern, but it'll work throughout the year. For the trout, you just want to offer the tippet fibres just around about the length of the shank of the hook over the back. Come and trim that down about the length of the body. On top of that, we're going to put in around about 8 strands or so of Glow Bright Floss number 5. I just want this sort of way slightly past the first black bar on the tippet. Catch that in. Trim that away around about the same length. The rib is going to be a Vineyards oval gold tinsel in size 14. You'd use a gold wire if you wish, or also I've tied it before with the small Opal Mirage tinsel. It's a nice tie like that, but we'll tie it with the oval gold here. Now we don't need to worry about lumps and bumps, the body's going to be dubbed. What you're just trying to do here is to make sure you're building a strong fly and the tail is well secured in. Then you can come back and open turns, tied up against the tail. Now the body, just reach over here, get this dubbing box off my wall. So we're going to use the SLF and we're going to use the dark olive. So that's this one here. If you don't have SLF, just use dark olive seals fur, or any dark olive dubbing will do. The fly will still work. So we'll just get that started. Just build up our body to there. Then we'll bring up our oval gold tinsel. And we're looking 4 turns up the body of the oval gold. Follow that around with our thread, nice and tight. Come in, trim away the excess. Now you can come in at this point if you wish, and with your Velcro or your dubbing brush, and bring out a wee bit of the dubbing into the pattern. The wing, we're going to bronze mallard feather, sorry. So we'll just bring the bronze mallard out from the stem. Tear that away, and then all you're looking to do is basically just fold this in on itself to give you a wing. Right, you can have this as long or short as you like, it's entirely up to you. It's an individual thing, just with tying and the way you would like to fish it. I'm just going to offer mine up, and I just want the tips just coming slightly past the Glow Bright Floss. Then I'm just going to come in and hold it on the shank of the hook, come around with a pinch and loop, a couple of turns, just slide my fingers back just to see what way we're sitting. I'm happy enough with that, so I'm just going to tighten up until it. Just have another recheck. Yep, it's grand. Then we're just going to come in and trim away the excess. At this point, don't worry, we'll cover the cut ends in a minute. At this point, I'm just going to use this is a cheap Indian hen cape that has been, has been dyed like a dark red game, if you like colour, I would say. So I'm just going to come around a couple of turns to catch in the tip. I'm going to fold the tip back. Then I'm going to come down covering the cut ends I'm bringing the thread back up, remove the tip of the hackle. I'm doing 2 or 3 turns of the wee hen hackle here. I'll put one more in. I'll give it a wee bit of beef. That's going to do us there. I'm going to follow this around with my thread. Just catching that in. Now the stem's a wee bit thick, so I'm just going to come in and just clip it away. Then just anything that wants to go forward, sweep it back. And then you can build up your head. Now, if you're wanting to put a small head on the fly, like that, excuse me, beg your pardon, that's why I always start, when I know I have a wing and a hackle to put on, I'll start the thread maybe 2mm from the eye rather than starting at the eye. Just makes common sense. Less thread then means less bulk at the front. Now I'm happy enough with that, so I'm going to keep my thread tight. Come in with my whip finishing tool and throw in a whip finish. Then I'm going to come in and trim away the tan thread. Now it's a good wee pattern, this will take fish, absolutely. Now just to sort of first coat on the head, just a wee drop of super glue, right the whole way right round. Now don't want this getting into my hackle, so just taking our time. And there you go, guys. That's just a wee simple early season dark olive pattern. Now they call it an early season dark olive pattern, but it'll work throughout the year. There's no doubt of that. So look, you fish loughs, you fish still water for trout, have a couple of those in your box. Probably tie those down to a size 14. And if you're tying them smaller, what I tend to do is then put them further up my cast as the size drops, if you like. So look, tie a few of those up. Hopefully then catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. I really appreciate it. And until next time, please stay safe and tight lines.